February. So let
Yeah.
me see my accounts. All right, so adorable viewers, you heard from me, and now we have Mr. Choice here, who is the brain behind the EA. Remember, I said he is so confident about his EA, and I'm here to ask him questions of your gray area. And if you have further gray areas you'd want to talk about, you can just drop your comments, right in our comment section. All right, Mr. Choice, over to you. What is your expert advisor all about? Because I have made money and I'm trying to understand how in just less than 3 days I funded my account, I was able to bag over a 7%. So what is the magic? What's the magic of the E?
Awesome. I'm so excited to have you on this call. There's no magic, all right. I just believe that over the years I've seen a couple of persons struggle making money from the largest financial market, and mind you, I own an academy as well, so I know what it is when you ask people to come and learn how to trade and make money. And a lot of persons complain not having time. They don't have that patience to wait till markets get to where it's going so that they can, take trade and do all the stuff like that. So we decided to think out of the box to see how we can get people, those who are doing 9 to 5, and then that they can leverage in the system and then make money for themselves. So it's just about 3 different logic put together in order for us to be able to stay conservative with proper risk management, so that people won't get their accounts blown, and then people will enjoy at least a minimum of between 1 to about 15% in a month. And that's the reason why we decided to do this thing. And this system has actually been there since 2019. All right. So the system all began when I started, when I grew about $50 to over $3,000 in the space of 1 week. And I knew it was an aggressive system. Yeah, it was an aggressive way of trading. But now I kept on modifying the system over the years. And as of last year, since February 2023, I got the final product that when other EAs, other company systems were failing, our system was just making profit. Was consistent, making $2 to $20 in a day, $2 to $20 in different accounts. And I just kept monitoring it. I now said, okay, so if we can have this, and then we have track record of different people who could, leverage on the system, and then see this system win, and then also see the risk management in place. Why not we get people to leverage and make money for themselves? That's just the simple logic. Because I love it when I see people win. I love it when I see that people want to leverage in the largest financial market, but they can't because they don't have the time. And then also, even when they have the finance sitting in bank, and they cannot leverage to make money for themselves. So I was like, okay, dollars is increasing, all right? It's on the increasing side. Even those that didn't even believe in the system, I told them, you know what? Just create your account with any broker of your choice, deposit your money and link to our system. Some of them did, but didn't link to their system. But now that the dollar has increased, they even called me to thank me that some of them made over 5 to 10%, without even trading. But those that traded have made, I think we have done, some accounts did over 77% in the past 7 months. Some accounts did over that. Some accounts did, depending on when they all came in. So that's the system we have for now.
Wow, this is quite amazing. In fact, I'm just trying to understand the system, because, when you told me about this, I was like, Forex, I'm not sure I want to talk about Forex, but proofs don't lie. Looking at my account, like, I'm going to share the screen too with the viewers. Looking at my account, I just told myself that this is amazing. This is amazingly amazing. You can comfortably make money with this system. It's one system that is doing so well. So it's some system that you could just say, okay, let me put some money there, trade it for 3 months, connect to the VPS, which is the virtual private server. Whether your network is working or either your network is not working, it doesn't concern the VPS. Once you connect with the VPS, it picks up your account and starts, running your account. All right, so Mr. Choice, I have another question. Yes, we know we can fund with any brokerage firm of our choice, no matter where we find ourselves in the world. We just
Yeah.
need, a VPS subscription of about 120 and a subscription package of, according to our trading portfolio, to connect to the system. Now, assuming, like someone asked me a question, he said, Susan, I know I have the funds in my control. It has happened with several other, platforms that tell you just the fund is in your control. You cannot lose your money, but I lost my money. Assuming I connect and I don't have the time to go stop the EA or check my account or even bother myself about the account, what is the assurance that my account wouldn't be blown off? And I told him the risk level is quite minimal, but that is from me. So he would want to hear from you. So what is the assurance on that?
Perfect. I like using talking with great backups and history. All right. Like I said, in the past, how many months, in fact, even since 2019, the only thing we have modified in this system is a risk reward ratio. All right. Over the years, the system has actually been making good money. And then I realized there was a man that flew in from Lagos on his private jet, all right, to have meetings with me. And then when I showed him the reports since 2019 to as of last year when he came, I mean, when he saw the results that the system was doing, that the lowest the system could do in a month was about 6% in a month. And he told me he can't deal with a company. That was, the profit was too high. The returns was too high. And this was just like a consistent, I mean, profiting. That doesn't mean that in between the days in a week, the EA can lose trades, all right? But then the profit was consistent. The lowest our EA could do in the past 1 year was 6 to 12% in a month after we had adjusted it to proper conservative trading. But the man said he can't break his money because it was too high. So I also learned a lesson from that. So now our system, firstly, starts every trade with 0.01. Madam Susan, you also, I know I think in between sometime 2 to 3 years ago, you were also trading. You understand when a system started?
I'm still trading.
Oh, okay, yeah, perfect. You understand a lot size of 0.01, what that is when it comes to a system like ours. And then that is how small the system will be starting to trade. And we will manage this trade. You won't believe, 0.01, how can it do 6%? How can it do 10% in a month? It's none of your business. The system has a way of doing his thing. So the risk management is top notch. And also, you can go to sleep. Like attending to the question now, you can go to sleep. Yes, you can go to sleep. Now, why you can go to sleep is that so many people who have already leveraged on the system, they don't even check their accounts. Right? I talking to you, I've not even been checking some accounts. I go to do my business because the system is wired in such a way that if it change direction of trend, it will close all the trade. Even if it is in a loss, he close all the trade and start doing his work all over again. Before you know, 2 to 3 days, he has built back all the profit, he closes in the trade. So it will not, nothing can cut the system short that it will lead to a point of blowing an account. So we have that risk management system in place. So even if you happen to see a drawdown in the system, yes, it happened in the market because sometimes even we humans, when we trade, we suffer drawdown. But ours has never been to the point of blowing an account. So that means if the system sees a drawdown, I mean, before you know it, before the day runs out, it will recover from the drawdown and then close in the profit. And we have all these systems put in place that the system has a good recovery system as well. And also we go all out to still tell all our partners to do this one thing for us. If we are using any broker of choice, all right, use any broker from different walks of life. Now, always advise your broker to make sure that they set what we call 50% equity protection level. Now, I've never seen our EA did a 30% drawdown before. I've never seen it. So now why am I saying set a 50% equity protection? Should in case of anything, maybe probably we wake up one morning and then decided we hear that there is a tsunami happening in the US, because that is the only thing that can make the market go, so bad because
yes.
exactly. So in such situation, the EA cannot control it. Let's say if the EA was against, all right, the direction of the where the tsunami is happening. Let's say if it was maybe buying Euro USD, and then when USD is completely gone or whatever happened, and then it decided to dump like that. We said so that you won't have to lose your account completely. Just have your 50% equity protection in place. So that at least was how bad, worst case scenario, we have 50% of your equity protected. And this way, like I said, I've not seen anybody, in fact, I've not seen our EA done 30% drawdown before. So in the past 6 months, are you saying that we've not been having bad markets in the past 6 months? It is even in this
Of course,
past
there have
6 months.
been.
Exactly. So I've seen companies failed. In the past 6 months, I've seen EAs blown accounts, different companies failed. But our system has a way to navigate it. Just to even add to it, last week, Friday, that last week was a very terrible week in the market. But trust me, our system came out with over 3%. Last week was very terrible. Last week was very
I
terrible.
funded on the 30th of January, which was last week. And by
Exactly.
2nd of February, I was already in about 7-point-something%. You
Perfect.
mean that it was a terrible week?
It was
Oh,
a terrible
I am
week.
in for money bagging. Okay.
No, so this thing I'm telling you that I have guys from people call me from the Europe, and they were like, I love the way the system navigates. How last week was terrible. I can see some of the friends called over and then complaining, how is your system doing? That their own system, they are suffering a terrible drawdown. And he called me. He said, but how come our system is not seeing what others actually saw? I said, no, that he didn't see. Our system had to shut down all the trades and then remove in the direction of the market. So this is how our system is
I
built.
saw that.
Exactly, exactly. So that is what we experience. So if in between this past 6, 7, 8 months, I mean, the system has always been navigating its way out, and then without taking people in a bad market, bad drawdown. I can tell you, take my word for it, that I mean, you can leverage on this system, make profit for yourself without having to have fear over anything. And I think I would like to tell people is that when leveraging in the system, just let go fear. Fear, I've seen somebody who also leveraged in the system because of fear. He believed that negative thing will always happen because it is a robot, and then command that fear to himself. But as I'm talking to you, I've had guys who are working in different big offices. They've not touched their account in the past 2 months to even check what is happening. And the next thing they called me, they said, I just noticed that the system did about 10% last month. It did about 15% last month. Wow, incredible one. Some of them had to increase their portfolio. So that is the best I can tell you. And another thing too is that we have given the powers to every partner. The account is in your hand. Look at your account, see what the system is doing. If you're not comfortable, you can feel free to, take off the trade if you're not comfortable with. Now, one of the things I said this is because, the system, we are making it for people to be able to, have power again. Over the years, I've seen people hand over money for people to trade. And then the moment you give out your money to people to trade for you, you have lost the power. You have lost control.
You've lost
hear
control
stories
and power over that fund. Absolutely.
over that fund. Yeah. So, and then they'll be telling you, oh, today the market wasn't going well. Today I'm going to draw down to recover. We are not telling you stories. You're seeing, if you are having drawdown, you see your drawdown yourself. If you are in profit, you see to how many percentage. I'm going to show you an account that just joined us, not up to a month yet. I think 12th of February, we make that account 1 month. That account has already done over 12.5%. And this is somebody
please show me. I've seen mine, but when Susan is saying, they'll say, oh, Susan could be a marketer. So, but show me, I want to see more accounts, that are doing fantastically well.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So perfect. Please, can you see my screen?
Wow, this is good. All right, I can see your screen.
Okay, so this account, I like for people to see, first of all, that it's a live account. Some person would think we are showing them a kind of demo account. So whenever I tweak it to the left like this, so that you can see it's a live server.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's a live
let's take
server.
a walk. Yeah, let's take a walk to see what the system has done this morning. Today is 5th of February. All right. This system has done
Yes,
$12.
yes, 5th of February.
$12 already.
Okay.
Now you can see the lot size management. It didn't need to take bigger lot size to make $12. Between 0.01 and 0.02. That's the highest lot size. Now let's go back to when this account first came into business. All right. So this account joined the Safe Ark on the 12th of January. Please, can you confirm the date?
Yes, I can see that.
Perfect. 12th of January. So this account was funded with $2,104. And do you believe that between
Okay.
12th of January, we are not yet 1 month yet. This account has done about what is it called? Excuse me. This account has done about $330. Okay, Madam Susan, I know everybody knows how to calculate in their system how this thing work, but permit me to also use my calculator, all right? Because I love
A 15.6% already done
15
in
in less
less
than
than a
1 month.
month. Just let's call it 3 weeks.
Call it three
Let's call it
weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yes.
So now
Wow.
another beautiful thing I like sharing with people is that look at it. Let's do a kind of a walkthrough this account. Let's see if this account by any
Okay.
chance had taken any risky trade. All right. Let's look at the lot size management in the last 3 weeks. And you won't tell me in the last 3 weeks that the market has not been violent. The market has been violent in the last 3 weeks. But look at what happened.
Okay.
Can you see the lot size management? I've not seen
Yes.
I'm saying this, I'm not trying to promote the system, but I've not seen a system like this. I've not seen a system like this. So, like I tell people, don't you don't take my word for it. You just need to leverage and see things yourself. Like when I told
Yeah,
you, you said, no, Mr. Choice, until I block my account too and see it, I'll believe more. In as much as I believe the testimony, but the truth is that let me witness it myself. You can see that
exactly.
there were some days the system took a trade on 0.05. Now, if you look at the 0.05, you can see that it makes great profit, like $10, $17, and also. So the risk, that is all. This is the end. This is the end. Have you seen any way that it took any trade
Wow.
that is very violent?
The risk management is just awesome. I can say
That
that.
is it. That is it. And another thing is that all our system opens trade with take profit and stop loss. Can you see?
Yeah.
There is a take
Yes.
profit, there is a stop
And
loss.
there's a stop loss.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, and I tell people, I've seen people build systems and then they don't have take profit in place, they don't have stop loss. So without, I wouldn't want to take much of your time. Let me dive into another account, all right? And also show you what couple of guys, I told these guys, listen, just give me your investor's password. Let me quickly just join and then show people what this is, okay? So
Okay.
permit me, I'm going to click this to show you this account. This account is actually a sent account. This guy started this
Okay.
account sometime last year, November. And currently, this is what this account has done this morning. All right. This account has done
Wow.
646 cents. Now, why I asked, or yes, why I think the reason why I asked him to use cents was because he told me what he could afford was $500. $500. I told him
Okay.
our system cannot trade anything below $2,000. Now the point is we are not trying to, make persons not to feel among, but when you own your system, you know what your system can do. And over
Can
the
do.
years, I've seen that people with $100, $200, $300 are actually the people that normally brings issues, challenges, complaint to the company. So, and I don't want it because I've seen over the 7, 8 months we've gone live to see the progress of the account. Nobody has complained of a journal of 30% before. So I now said, okay, this system comfortably started with $2,000 and has grown this account to over $7,000 in the space of 8 months without any
Wow.
issues. So if you must join this system, you must have a minimum of $2,000. So people said, This particular person called me and said, no, boss, please, how can I do? I want to be part of this system. All right. And I said, except you're going to fund your accounts using the cents. And the person converted his $500 into cents. I think in the course of conversion, I think he had to even drop back $100. Let's go back to when he first started. All right. This is let me put it to 3 months ago. Okay, so please, can you see my screen?
Yes,
It
I
started,
can see
it
your screen.
started, okay, so it started with 40,000 USC, which is equivalent to $400. And this date was on the 27th day of November 2023. All right. And when this
Yeah.
person joined us, you can see that there have been series of withdrawal to the tune of 3,790, 1,200, 1,200.
Yeah.
This person just keep
Lots
withdrawing
of
the profit.
withdrawals.
Exactly. Once he sees profit on top of the account, the guy will be withdrawing the profit.
The
And I asked him,
withdrawals.
what is the secret? He said, because he realized that when he withdraw, the system will try to make up the money again and then get there. But once the profit is there, the system could have a drawdown to the tune of that profit that day. So he decided to be withdrawn. I mean, if that works for you, good and fine.
Wow.
But let's do a walkthrough. Okay, let me show you. Can see the deposits. Sometime I think early this year, he added some money to the account, which I asked him to take it off. All right, he withdrew it and then funded his dollar account. You can see that the profit this account has made
Okay.
so far, this account has made over 333,766 cents in the space of November 27th, and today's date being the 5th of February. Now, look at this. The total withdrawal he has made, inclusive the money he added, is about 72,000. 72,000.
Yeah.
Now, when you multiply this, all right, when you multiply this, 33,000, did I say multiply? Yeah, when you divide this by 100, let's go back to our calculator, because I always love using calculator to do things so that people can get understanding. So when you divide 33,766
66.26.
to 6. So
Yeah.
divide this by 100. Can you see that the account that started with $400 has made over $337 in the past 3 months?
It's not up to 3 months.
It's not up to 3 months yet.
27 November to
27,
December. So February is
yes.
not up to 3 months. It will be 3
And
months by, yes, 27th of February.
And mind you, our system don't trade during Christmas. So on the 15th of December, our system was turned down. So you see
Wow.
what the system has done. And this guy, if you go back to this guy's account, you'll be able to see that his equity is still sitting on 50,000 USC.
He's still sitting on 50,000. Honestly, Mr. Choice, I must say this is one of the most awesome Forex trading EAs I have come across. I don't believe in EAs. I don't believe in copy trading, because over time in my sojourn into Forex trading, trying to study the charts, give out chart analysis, I've seen a lot. A lot of people's accounts have been blown off. People have lost their money, having full control of their funds. But with what you showed me and what I see on my own phone, this is exceptional. This is totally exceptional. So even the questions I would want to ask, looking at what we have, I mean, this saying that says only fools doubt proof. If you can see what this account has, you can see the lot sizes, the risk management, I don't think anyone should be scared of, participating or running a hands-free trade and just making some cool, funds for themselves and still have their capital protected. But the question I have is, now we have seen the UDC account, so it is not left out for, the low income, people who start. People can start with as low as a 500 trading with a $220 subscription. If I'm not mistaken, I think they would want to hear from you. If possible, we could see, the chat. If I leave you, I know you're going to go ahead, show us. Okay, if you have, some $10,000, $20,000 account, please, you can show us as well. I think the viewers will want to see, for major accounts.
Okay, perfect. So there's a guy here. this guy is working with a
They would want to
that's
hear from
correct.
you. If possible, we could see, we could see the chat. If I leave you, I know you're going to go ahead, show us. Okay, if you have, some $10,000,
Yeah,
$20,000 account,
sure,
please, you can show us as well. I
sure.
think the
All
viewers
right.
will want to see, for
Okay,
major
perfect.
accounts.
Okay,
All
perfect.
right.
So there's a risk. I
Wow.
create that confidence. So the guy funded his account. Let's look at this. Now, what I
Sorry,
was
Mr. Choice, please, sorry,
okay.
just pause the recording. This
All right. So, like I said, so this I asked him to fund his account and send it for connection. So he will be able to go through the system, how he takes trade management, and I mean, what have you. Now, if you look at this account, you can see that he funded on the 12th of January, 2024. He
okay?
funded with
Yeah,
$10,000. And please look at it again. This is a live account. I was
it's a live
expecting this
account.
guy
Yeah.
I was expecting this guy to send me a demo account for him to use in managing the system, but he sent me a live account. And I told him, guy, are you trying to raise money from the system? He said, no. You cannot test the system using demo account. So you test the system using a live account. So between
Mm,
12th and January till I got him disconnected on the, let me check the last thread. I got him disconnected on the 18th of January. All right, between 12
okay.
and yes, and 18th of January was when I disconnected him. Am I correct? Yes, I'm correct. No,
So
sorry,
approximately 6 days, six trading
sorry.
days.
26, no, sorry, 26th of January. I can see a trade. I disconnected him on the 26th of January, 26th. I can see if you can see
Okay.
it here, because I can see trade in between 24th and 25th. So I just disconnected him that period because I called him. I said, Chairman, have you been able to go through the system and see what the system has done? He said, the system is incredible. He said it's incredible. So I now told him,
It's
okay, so
incredible indeed.
yeah, so he has made over $415. He has not subscribed. He didn't subscribe. He didn't do anything. I just told him, listen, when you see what the system do, you can go ahead and then do your subscription. He told me, Mr. Choi, he has a larger community and he wants to bring the community because he has seen it by himself. So I had to
Wow.
disconnect him, all right, until whenever he's ready. I mean, we are always here. So there's another $10,000
Wow.
account here. There's another
Okay.
$10,000 account here. Now, this account also is an amazing account. When I said it's an amazing account, because um, when we tell people, indeed, we have a system, we just don't want to tell people this because we want to tell them story. We said, come with proof of your own account, because when I show you my result, I think you may actually not really believe me. But when you get the results yourself, I mean, you stand a chance to tell the world, listen, I have witnessed it, it's true. So this guy joined our, just this morning, he has done about, what is it called? About $6 or thereabout. Now, but let's see when the system started sometime last year, November as well. All right. So last year, November, this this fellow funded with $9,998. This was on
Okay.
the 900.
9,998.
Yes. So this actually
Okay.
happened on the 7th of November, 2023. And then in between
Okay.
that 7 November and today, all right, he has made a profit of $3,184.
Wait,
3,000.
wait, wait. Can you refrain? He
Okay.
funded. Okay, please refrain.
He funded with $9,998, as shown in my screen. All right. Now
Yes.
he
Yes.
has
This
made a
was on
profit.
the 7th of November,
November,
2023.
yes, on the 7th of
Okay.
November 2023. And he has also he has made a withdrawal in between. I think he wanted to increase his equity. He wanted to increase his equity because I tell people when you are starting with $10,000, instead of you to just increase, why not you create another account and then fund that one, let that one become your savings account. You could call this one your
Exactly.
spending account, the other one your savings account. So you'll be
Your
able to
savings
see
account.
what
Okay.
the system will do over the years. Madam Susan, that reminds me, I personally, right? I have more than 5 accounts connected to this system. So I have what I use for my weekly spending. I have what I use for my monthly, what I use to take care of family, and also have what I have for other projects I have aside. All right.
Other main
So
projects.
because
Okay.
exactly. So because I wouldn't want to touch the one I'm using for the project for the kids and the family. So what I will do is I spend time with what I have for the weekly stuff, and I can't go beyond that because I know every week
Mm.
this system delivers profit. Every week, I've not seen any week we close in a loss, but I've seen a couple of days that we've closed in a loss. But in a week, we'll at least we'll have $50 to go and spend every week.
I
So
can
now,
imagine.
yeah. So if you can see this account now, this account has made a total profit of $3,184. And
Wow.
also the withdrawals in this account, this person has even taken profit. The profit was about $1,430 profit from this account. But if you want to
Yeah.
do a walkthrough, if you want to do a walkthrough of this account, you will see the lot size. Even if this account is a $10,000 account, you will see the lot size that this system is using. A $10,000 account, can you see the lot size? Can you
Yeah.
see?
Very low risk management
Very low
level.
risk.
It's
And I always
yes.
like people to see that it is a live account also, all right?
It's a
It's a
live
live account,
account. You
all
can
right?
see it
So
here. It's a live
people would
account.
know that indeed, we are telling you not stories, okay? We are telling you real. So today is Monday. You can see the system has just started with about $8 up on profit. Very slow and steady. That is how our system
Hmm.
works. You can see what happens on our platform. On our platform, we decided not to. We decided not to tell people that our system has ability to do 25%, 30%, 15%. Now, the point is that there are days our system will do below 10%. So that's the reason why we
Yeah.
decided to say our system has the capacity to do between 1% to 10%, depending on your portfolio. Now, we are not going to stop the system when you make 6%. The system will keep trading. So we won't stop it, we won't pause it. So the system keeps working. The system works 247. So that means there are days you might see 20% if that month is so good. There are days you can also see 2% if that month is so bad. But they've not been any day we have experienced loss. They've not been any day.
I can just
That is God's
imagine.
special grace. So, Madam Susan, just to also give a confidence of what is going on. Let me look at what your account. I've not actually had the privilege to look at your account. So sorry, permit me
Okay.
to check your account. All
No,
right.
please
So,
go ahead. Go ahead.
all right, because I want to see, because when we discussed, you said, Mr. Choice, you want to see things yourself. And I said, go ahead, let's see what you're doing in your